Well, Clarke Vorster joins us here from Isle of Man Maritime. It's that time of year. I think most of you have a quick chat about your big sort of push to explain to people on the Isle of Man why maritime is a good thing to be involved in and get into it. I mean, hey, we've got this water around us. It seems obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah, so this is our second careers fair, but we've changed it up a little bit and we've turned it into more of a Maritime Expo. Mm-hmm. Because one of the things that we identified earlier on is that you can work as an accountant or marketing or IT, and you can still find yourself within the maritime sector. And we've identified quickly that not many people know that. So we've turned this into more of a Maritime Expo, but what we've also introduced this year is voluntary organisations. So we have the RNLI coming down. We're hoping to have a couple of yacht clubs to promote youth sailing. So even though you can get into maritime early, you can go sailing. We've got a charity, the King George's Fund for Sailors. They're coming along and they're going to be discussing the tourship initiative that we run with Isle of Man Maritime. We're going to be running you can get information about that in August. This year is quite exciting because it won't just be going to the Isle of Man, it'll be going a bit more further afield, so watch out for that. So it's really a accumulation of everything, and we've got UK companies, so we have a big cruise company, Carnival UK. They obviously own the brands Colonnade and P&O. They're actively recruiting for Manx cadets. So we already have 3 cadets with them, having an absolute fantastic time at the moment on the brand new vessel Aviva. They're going all over the place in the Med, so they're absolutely enjoying it. We've got a couple of other cadets with Chiltern coming along. First time this year we've got Trinity House coming along. And then we've got Fleetwood Nautical College coming along as well. They're the actual nautical college. And why we brought them along is it's not just about going to sea as well. They do other courses within renewable energies, within engineering, everything else like that. So we're really getting it out there and highlighting it.
Talk about some of the successes we've had here. In the past, people getting involved. You've introduced them to this career, which maybe sometimes they've never even thought about up front.
Well, when I was 18, I was going off to university to do psychology. It was only a chance happening that a friend of mine got a job at the Steam Packet, said, look, why don't you take a year off? Because I really was unsure what I wanted to do. I was sort of pushed along that line. And I joined the Steam Packet as a pop boy on the Lady of Man. And it was an incredible sort of light bulb moment when I boarded the Ben McCree. And I went on board onto the bridge. And we were going to Fleetwood to do our pre-sea training. And it just all fell into place. It was never on my radar. I was brought up in South Africa. My school actually overlooked the Mercedes plant where they actually shipped cars to the Asian market. So I saw car carriers all of my schooling career. Never thought about it. It was that initial going on the bridge of the Steam Packet, and it was a captain, Kane Tahoe, who really sort of went, is this what you want to do? Yes, it is. Well, this is how you do it. But I was very lucky. So there are kids out there that probably, going to sea has never been on the radar. They've been on the Ben and the Manannan, but they've never really gone onto the bridge and gone, this is how I drive it, or how I fix it.
Is it a well-paid thing? Because you always hear about some flag of conveniences, and that sort of thing in certain countries, not the Isle of Man.
No, absolutely not. So the Isle of Man has got a fantastic reputation, but also Isle of Man Maritime have funding. So you've got to remember this is a fully funded program. So the cadet program is fully funded. You're even given a salary every month. So, it is, and you come out with a foundation degree, you come out with your certificate of competency as a deck, engine or electrical officer, and the companies that we've selected to come to the Isle of Man, there is the possibilities of jobs at the end. So there are a lot of companies out there that are just for bums on seats. Once you're qualified, that's it, you're done. We've made sure, with the Isle of Man Ship Registry, with Isle of Man Maritime Board, that these companies are responsible and there is a possibility of a job at the end.
I know with one of your other hats on, it's very inclusive. Yes. You just come back from Panama, haven't you? And you were representing the Isle of Man's LGBT.
Yeah, so this was the first maritime LGBTQ+ conference. It was quite sad in some aspects because we are losing seafarers at a horrible rate to suicide through bullying and harassment because of their sexuality. We are a very international community of maritime, and there are cultures that still frown upon the LGBTQ+ community. It is changing, and this is what the conference is about, that we are making huge steps, positive steps. So I was very, very lucky to be a panelist at this very first. This is a world first for our industry, and highlighting that and representing the Isle of Man and Isle of Man Maritime was a huge privilege.
Fine. Well, congratulations. If people want more information, or do they just turn up on the day, or what?
Yeah, so we're at the Villa Marina on the 1st of July, 11 till 3 o'clock. We have over 17 stands so far confirmed to come. Everyone from the IT sector, crewing, cadetships, ratings. If you're interested in the tourship program, which is running in August, if your child would like to come along, please bring them. It's all about exploring careers in maritime, but that also includes the RNLI. The harbours will be there. So if you're interested in getting into the Coast Guard or being a harbour keeper or anything like that, if you want to know more about sailing, come along. There'll be representations there. Fishing, we've got a stand that will be able to, you can get information if you would like to get into the fishing industry. Our fishing industry is a wonderful mix of people, boats out of Peel, Douglas, you see them all the time. If you ever thought about going on a fishing vessel and having a career there, come along and have a chat to us.
And if I remember rightly, in previous years, a fair few pens and giveaways.
Absolutely, well,
tons of stuff to be given away.
We've got absolutely. There'll be free goodies. So please come along.
You always got it that way.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, and it's interesting to hear your story about how it's changed your life, and this is what these sort of things can do.
I sometimes sit and think, what would I have done? I would have become a psychologist or something, but I
can't quite see that.
I cannot see myself doing that. I've had a fantastic career from being a captain of training ships, cruise ships. You're going on a cruise soon.
Yeah.
Cruise ships are huge fun, and driving our future. We are a maritime nation. This is important. We've got a shipbuilder in Ramsey that built the India Star, if I got that right.
Yeah.
We've got one of the most recognised ship registries in the world. The Isle of Man cluster is a centre of excellence around the world. We're known around the world. Yet you can be a part of it even if you don't want to go to sea. You can be a part of that from admin, reception. It's amazing. You're not 30 or 40 metres away from a maritime company on the Isle of Man. So we're bringing it all together at the Villa Marina. Come and join us.